Hey guys, today we are switching it up a little bit and filming an apartment tour. That's right, I am moving out again. I don't know if you recall my apartment tour from last year, which I literally filmed the night I found out I was going to be moving the next day. Despite that very last minute and chaotic and a little bit traumatic moving experience, I did find a place to move into within the week. This is a little garage apartment. It's about 490 square feet. It was advertised to be about 750. I've lived here for a full year now. Come on in. Let's start with my beautiful, gorgeous stairwell. This is one of the only things I'm going to miss about this apartment. This is the window that the sun sets behind, so I always get really pretty golden hour through this window, and it just like lights up the stairwell golden. This is also where I've been filming all of my YouTube shorts and my TikToks, and this is just the best view of my apartment by far. But let's go ahead and enter the apartment. Welcome to my crib. Should be a pretty quick tour. So we're gonna start with the living room. Lots of natural light. We got 2 collage walls going on. I'll show you some of the highlights from collage wall number 1. Signed Dayglow poster. NASA poster I thrifted. One Direction poster that my mom stole from the movie theater when this was in movies. And then if you come this way, we've got more wall art over here. One of the most challenging things about moving into this apartment was figuring out where all of my wall art was going to go, because at my old apartment, all of this stuff was pretty much on one wall. But I don't hate the double wall situation. Do I feel sometimes like my wall art is closing in on me? Yes. But you know. And then this wall is where I have the iconic neon sign, as well as my keyboard, because I like to play on the ground. There's really nothing else I have to say about this room. Do you have anything? Well, then let's keep moving to the dining room, turning on the big light again. This right here is where I spend the majority of my time, unfortunately. My dining room is much smaller than my dining room in my old apartment. I don't have a desk, so I work pretty much like every night sitting here at my dining room table. I have nothing good to say about the dining room. No, I did have a little bit of room for a record wall, so I have some of my favorite records displayed here. However, I did not, as you can see, have a good place for my record player. But once I move, I'm gonna get like a record player stand specifically for my record player and all of my records, so I can more easily listen to them. Some of my favorite records up here that I can show you. I mean, these are my favorite records, straight up. We got Dayglow signed, we got Joywave signed, Flip Turn signed, Quarters of Change signed, and then like one of my favorite albums of all time, this Joe album, and another favorite of all time, and another favorite of all time, Luke Hemmings and Dayglow. And then my current favorite, Role Model. I mean, this wall really does just encapsulate everything I listen to these days. It kind of covers everything. Tyler. Let's move into the kitchen. This is my kitchen. Okay, I do like my kitchen. Yay. I think the floors are adorable. I have the same floors in my bathroom, and I also have another good view in here, the same view that I have out that stairwell window of my palm tree. Over here we hung up this little shelf. I have some pictures up here, all of my cute cherry dishware. I like my kitchen. I like this little view here. Wait, no, I don't. That's a lie. I like the window here. I don't like the view here. Actually, let's talk about this view. This is like the elephant in the room. I can't believe I forgot to say this. My view My view outside this window and outside my dining room window is quite literally the wall of a giant storage facility. So if I look up, like, I can't even see the sky. Although this sucks, it's honestly so comical that I feel like I'll look back on this and be like, remember when this is my view every day? Like, I'll never forget the first time my bestie Emily spent the night, and she like woke up in the morning and walked over to my dining room window, and she opened up the blinds and she said, "Good morning, Houston." And this is the view. Hysterical. Let's move into the bathroom. This is gonna be a really quick apartment tour. We have a really tiny hallway, and here I keep all of my dresses, some shoes, weights, and then we enter my bathroom. My bathroom is my second favorite room in my apartment, next to the stairwell. I love my bathroom. This is the nicest bathroom I've ever had. The glass shower has just been such a game changer. And on top of this, I have no neighbors. Like, I have no one living under me. I have no one living next to me. I'm above a garage, actually, and behind a duplex. So every time I take a shower, I have Club Shelby. Follow me. Woo! This is the bar. Come on closer. Woo! I drink my LaCroix and I just blast music in here every time I take a shower. Yes. Anyways, okay, let's keep going. And then And then last but not least, we have my bedroom. Truly nothing to see here. It's the same as my old bedroom, pretty much. This is like my shelf of knickknacks. We got CDs. We've got some like tour books and magazines and stuff. My snow globe collection. This is where I do my makeup in the morning. And then this is my vision board. This is like the vision board I made specifically for my concert photography goals. If you look closely, some of these pictures are actually mine. Like I took this picture of Dayglow, and I've already manifested some of the things on here. I'm not gonna say which one. And then this is my old vision board. And then I have to show you the closet. The closet at my old apartment was hysterical. It was like one row of clothes in front of the other. This closet is much more normal, but I do need to draw attention to a staple, and that is 10-year-old Justin Bieber. He comes with me everywhere I go. I've had him since I was about that age. At this point, I do have to hide him in my closet because it's like, is it weirder to hide him in my closet? Rest assured, he will be traveling with me into my next apartment. Overall, I would say this apartment did what it needed to do. It homed me for a year at a time when I was desperate to find a place to live and was pretty much getting kicked out of my old apartment. But I am very much looking forward to having a bigger space because the limited space of this apartment definitely took a toll on my mental health. I got to where I kind of felt like the walls were closing in on me, and I just got really bad cabin fever here, and I never want it to be here. So I am so excited to leave this apartment. I don't think I'm gonna miss much besides like the bathroom, the stairwell, and this view. And I'm gonna end by telling a little story about this view. This palm tree is pretty much the only good view I have out of this apartment. You saw the other views I'm rocking, and over the winter, this palm tree died. It died. It was completely decomposing in my backyard, and I was so depressed, and I thought that it would never come back to life again. And every day I looked forward to laying on my couch or sitting in my stairwell and looking out at that palm tree. But against all odds, not only has this palm tree come back to life, it has grown so ridiculously tall, taller than it ever was before. It has multiple stalks, stretching out to the sky, stretching out towards my window. It felt like it was growing exponentially. Like this literally happened over the span of a few months. Every day I woke up and I felt like it was getting bigger, and it was. And I feel like this palm tree can just be an inspirational story for us all. Are you living in a place that doesn't inspire you? Are you feeling down and out about your life? Maybe you're like this palm tree. Maybe you need to start over. Maybe you need to hit rock bottom and then come back up again, like this palm tree. I'm gonna miss this palm tree, but I'm excited to start over in my new apartment. That's all. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go. And don't come back.